Welcome back, everybody, to, well, not welcome back, but welcome to Young's Challenge Dungeons. So let's head on here. We'll start outside of Fabul. Do not board the ship. All we have is Yang and Fabul. If you board the ship, you're dedicated to finishing the chapter, but if we come back here to the inn, we can talk to Challenge Way. So let's talk to him. Dues. As always, he'll offer the challenge dungeon, so let's take it. So here we are in the challenge dungeon, the first chamber. Just switch it up to Ursula. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. Okay. Alright. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, so here's how the thing works. It's pretty straightforward. It's just one long corridor after another. There's no way you're ever going to get lost. Or at least you should never get lost. It will, however, contain a load of random encounters down this corridor. And I do mean a load. You'll go through about 4 or 5 of these corridors, each featuring random encounters. And the random encounters aren't very tough for the start. You'll be wondering why you're even doing them. They should be all enemies you fight throughout the chapter, I believe. Or through other chapters, so you should have seen most of these anyways. What I suggest for this first area is just use Kick. Also, you're going to be wanting to hear during well, not right now. Probably should have waited till the next moon, but I guess it's okay. You'd want a moon where your abilities are up. So here's our first treasure. Each of these 4 treasures will contain a monster in a box. And the monster in the box are just normally same as any other random encounter, except it's just force, and you will get a random item. It's going to be anything. The only ones that are important are the 3rd chest and the 4th chest. The 3rd chest will contain either good items or decent items. Holy crap, that one lived. And the 4th chest will contain all good items. I believe both the 3rd and 4th chest contain a piece of Adamantite, but I think you can only get that once. Like, if you get it in the 3rd chest, you're not going to get it in the 4th chest, so... Oh god, see what I mean? It's just huge random encounters everywhere. You'll have to go through, I think, 3 or 4 of these corridors for each chest. So we've done 1 chest, we're on to the 2nd chest now. I'm probably not in a good situation at this point. Well, I mean, my levels are pretty high. I'm close to the max, so hopefully with some good editing you didn't notice that I used my original file, and now I've already gone through this file right now. I've already gone through the challenge dungeon, I think 3 times. This is my 4th time going through it in this part. So if I edit it properly, you wouldn't have noticed. Oh, I've got an ether. This chest also anything random, still just something slightly better than the previous chest. If you're having troubles and you want to leave, go through the left door. You'll go through about 4 or 5 tunnels just like this again, and at the end you'll fight a boss. And the boss is yet again the same level of difficulty random encounter like you'd be encountering now. Like, you'll notice that the random encounters have started to pick up a bit, like the difficulty in the enemies right now. And you're not noticing because I'm at like a level 39 for Yang and 38 for Ursula, so they're just pounding away. But if you want a really easy time, you'd want to come in here when abilities are up, because your attack is still up, as well as Ursula can handle healing at the same time. right now, since abilities are down, her chakra isn't going to heal as much. Like normally her heal would do about 500 plus healing on a regular basis. When abilities are in effect, she'd do about 700 to 800 hit points, but now during this moon, she's probably only going to go 300 to 400. Soldieresses, nothing. They hit physical attack. Sorceress are annoying because they'll slow you down. They'll silence you, but it doesn't really matter in this case. Get some really damn good experience. This is probably the easiest challenge dungeon you're gonna face out of anybody. You won't get lost because it's just keep going forward. Like I said, if you find yourself getting to the end, running low on supplies, and you can't handle it anymore, once you get to the treasure chest, take a left path. Oh, the fourth chamber. So while we're here, we're gonna do some healing. Yeah, so you notice my stats are like 10 levels higher than they were when I came in, because I cheated a bit there, but... The only reason why I showed the original one is just because naming way says something different. Like if you've already gone through it, he'll say something like, "Oh, ooh, lunar curtain." Now this is the chest I believe you can get the Adamantite in. So go left if you're running low. Oh god, I hate these things. Those Skulders, whatever, in the back. Holy crap, did they hit hard? Take them out quickly. Those are really annoying because they will hit you multiple times. Seal up again. Ursula's probably going to be taking a beating. If you want, you could put her in the back row and just use kick, because kick isn't affected by row damage, so just keep using her as kick. Her special ability, what is it? This one will come in real handy, especially with these flame hounds if you're not up as level as I am, as she'll strike the weak point or elemental weakness, causing a lot of damage and usually killing them in one hit. Some enemies will actually die instantly. Just so you know. So just keep using, for her eyes, you know, keep using that instead of attack. If attack's down, if abilities are up, that does even more damage. Like if abilities are up, she probably would have caused 3,000 points of damage to that flame hound. Mad Ogre, I hate you. Mad Ogres are a good example of enemies who can be taken out with that special ability, because it will instantly kill it. The Lima in the back, she will try to entice if you hit her, but if you, like, she'll counter with entice. Yeah, so you only did 400. That would have done like 700 if the abilities were in effect. No, well, it just means I have to use more high potions to keep up. Oh, we're at the end anyways. I mean, I'm breezing through this pretty quickly. But that's mostly just because my levels are insanely high. As well as you're not really going anywhere. Corals, as always, the first hit will cause Blaster, which will stun you. The second hit will kill you in one hit. X Potion. This one will get you all the good items, especially some good equipment, like the Chakra Headband, the Black Robe, other stuff. A lot of really good equipment. And if I haven't said it, since these are all random chests, you can keep coming back every time. Once you've done the dungeon, you can come back in, get the chests over again, over and over as much as you want. So you can just keep coming in all you want. It's no big deal. So like I said, I've already gone through here, like, this is like my 4th time going through here. And I've already got a bunch of chests. Nothing worthwhile, because this is why I hate randomness, because it never goes in my favor. Haha, die, you freaking dwarves. This is probably the easy challenge dungeon to do, and the one I'd probably recommend starting off with. Some of the other ones later, like Edwards, is a pain in the butt, if I remember correctly. So is Porums and Polums are both difficult. Theodore's isn't too bad. Theodore's is like a regular... It's just like walking through a regular dungeon just with tougher enemies, that's all it is. Some of the other quirks in the dungeons are really annoying. So even with all the random encounters and everything in, it's still under... It still doesn't take too long. Like I said, this probably would have took... Well, no, not any longer. Because even at... if you're about level 30, you should be able to defeat... If you go in here with your attack up, most of the enemies here have less than 1000 HP, usually about 800 to 900 HP, so one hit, even at lower 30 levels, still should be enough. That you shouldn't have a problem. There is one... You get like those... It's like a Lima and two sort of like Ladies of the Mist. I would not recommend fighting those. Even when attack is at normal, they do like 300 hit points a turn. And that can be really nasty. And I do not suggest fighting them. See, Kick doesn't suffer from low damage, so since... Yeah, she's still do the same amount of damage. And again, like almost 3,000 experience points. The only problem is... Oh! I don't know what these things do. I'm gonna assume they do Blaze. Because usually they just die in like one hit. They have like 1,000 hit points. I'm surprised by these. I'm mostly breezing through this. Even at this level, if my attack wasn't if attack wasn't in the green, I probably still would have to take 2 turns to hit those things. It's just because my attack is up right now. I'm pulverizing them. The other pain in the ass thing about these guys is that when they first, it's weird, when they first use their ability Blaze, it will cause like 3,000 points of damage. Yeah, both have reached their cap, so you notice there's no next to the level. Yeah, those Flamehounds, what they'll do is, their first Blaze will cost like 350 hit point damage to both characters, but then the second time they do it, it won't cause as much damage. I don't know if that sounds kind of weird to you or not, but yeah, for some reason, like, their first Blaze attack does more damage. I don't understand why that is. There isn't much else to say about this part. I mean, it's fairly straightforward, and I think this is the last hallway now. See, and that's why you want to get a lot of high potions, but I mean, look at, I'm almost at the max hit, amount of gil from just fighting these things. I mean, one high potion I think costs 500, so there's one right there. In the beginning, just use your kick. If you really do have trouble, I would suggest coming more in here when your ability is in effect. That's why Ursula can keep up with the healing better. Seriously. Stop bothering me. I don't know why I'm even going through it, because there's nothing to see in here. There's not even a reason to explain anything. You're just going through the hallway. Here we are at the end of the hallway. And this is kind of what your, if you chose the left door, because you notice I kept going to the right door. If you chose the left door at any time after finishing a chest, you'll come to a lot of long hallways just like before, and out of a hallway like this one. Ooh, retook. Wow. It's gonna take 2 hits. But Young's Fairy Claw. If you went through the left door at any time, you'll come out into an area like this. Alright, let's talk to him. See, nothing, it's just the same battles. It's the same random encounters, they're nothing really scary. Ow, that one actually hurt. Whew. 5-star. Oh, getting close, but we're near the end. Got him. That was about it. Alright, well, let's step on the teleporter pad, and here we are back at the thing. It took about 16... no, we're good, thanks. So we'll just save it here. We'll just save it. See, this is the one I took up before. And this down here was the original one. So yeah, I got about 10 levels above when I did that. But even at about this level, I'd probably just go to the third chest and then go to the left. And then by the time, you should gain like 3 levels by the time you're through going, 3 or 4 levels by the time you're through going through that. But anyways, so that's Yallen's challenge dungeon. His challenge dungeon isn't really much to it, to be honest. It's fairly straightforward. You shouldn't have any problems. The only thing is that it's random chests, so you'll probably want to go back and look at different chests and stuff like that. Try to hopefully get the Adamantite. That's the key one you probably want, as well as the fourth one has a lot of good. Items as well with it too. So, anyways, I'm gonna end it here with everyone saying goodbye. Hopefully, if I remember properly, which I probably will, I'll put the annotations with a list of all the good treasure in that you can get, and you just try for yourself to get them. By the time you're at level 40, you should be able to breeze through the section over and over again, but I'm really not concerned about the Adamantite. So folks, thank you for watching, and have a good day as we sail off into the sunset. Bye now.